Almost a half of dogs can become frightened of loud noises, and it can be anything, things like fireworks, but it can be as simple as the dishwasher tablet falling down. The best way to avoid your dog becoming frightened of loud noises is to teach her as a puppy that these noises are a normal part of life and nothing scary. We use a process called habituation, which means we play the sound at quite a low level to begin with, and the puppy might notice it but won't become frightened, and then over time they gradually learn this is actually something good because you're playing with them or giving them treats. Well, almost a half of dogs are frightened of loud noises, and it generally tends to be the very loud noises that happen suddenly and unpredictably. So things like fireworks going off or thunder. Most owners are very good at noticing when the dog is showing really obvious signs that it's frightened. So it might run away or scrabble to get out of a room, or it might stand and tremble and shake. What we need owners to do is recognise the more subtle signs that aren't so obvious but can indicate that your dog's worried. So things like licking the lips, dropping the head, just being a little bit quieter than usual, or moving about a bit more, being a little bit restless and pacing about. Big pupils can also be an indication that the dog's anxious. The most important thing is to avoid exposure to the loud noises wherever possible, because every time your dog hears the noise and becomes frightened, that becomes more well established. You may be able to muffle the sound. If the dog's at home when it hears the noises, maybe you can turn up the television or radio and just prevent them from hearing it, or move them to a different part of the house. We also want them to associate that noise with something good, so give them treats, give them a game, something nice so that it's not such a negative event. And if they're frightened, build them a den somewhere, a small comfy space, somewhere they'd naturally go to, and just allow them to go away and hide if they need to. If you're really concerned, talk to your vet, because they might be able to recommend medication or a natural calming supplement that will help your dog, and even referral to a clinical animal behaviourist, so you can change your dog's perception of those scary noises.